So you've hit on a lot of the advantages, both economic, social, and advantages for your residents. What keeps you up at night? What worries you as you make these transitions?
This conference. Because I can't turn the TV on in my house without asking my 15-year-old to come downstairs. Well, first of all, here's what keeps me up at night. You're in a city with the fastest growing central business district in America. And that's not me, that's Cranes. If you drew a 2-mile radius around where you are right now, it's the fastest growing central business district in America. We're the #1 for corporate relocations, the #1 city people are moving into, and I can go down the list. And, as John mentioned earlier in the introduction, our unemployment biggest drop.
Yes.
What keeps me up at night is that if a child in Woodlawn on the south side, or a child in Albany Park on the northwest side, or a child in back of the yards on the southwest side of the city of Chicago, looks downtown and sees the power held in our skyline, the energy. Do they think that's like 3 miles away from them? Or they think it's just another city? Not that they would have to work downtown to have a future. But do they think this city that's on the move, this city that's making progress, do they think that city encompasses them, or it's just a whole separate deal? So what keeps me up at night, and the reason I ran, and the reason I love what I do, and I really love it, I think it's the best job I ever had, and I had great jobs, is that you can make a difference in kids' lives if you're willing to take the political capital, spend it, and give them an education system. I am here, you're here, 2 reasons. The love of our parents and the education that we got. And I've walked through a great door of opportunity. I had the parents that loved me and hit me on the head. But my job is when I reach back, because I've walked through that door of opportunity, to grab somebody else's hand out the door handle and pull it shut. And the only way to pull somebody through that door is an education. And I gotta make sure that the school systems we have, the education we have in the classroom, literally means leave no child behind. That we don't have a tier system where certain kids are going to excel because of what their parents earn, what their parents can provide, and where they go to school, versus making sure that we're leveling the playing field. We are all here because we had an education. Different backgrounds, different experiences, but an education. And what keeps me up at night is that the city that's growing and moving, not everybody has a chance to participate in that success, and I have a responsibility and I have to be held accountable. They have a shot at it. And this is why I also want to be here, besides you being a friend in Cisco. If you don't know this, Cisco did a great thing for us. We have 5 schools that go from 9th to 14th grade. Every child gets a mentor, a tutor. They finish 14th grade in good standing. They're guaranteed a job interview with Cisco at $50,000 a year. That school is Michelle Clark on the west side. It's predominantly meaning almost 100% African American, and it has a 94% on track for graduation. And because you're willing to invest in the future, I want it to be here, but I want to make sure that the kids at Cisco one day, because they did what they did, can sit here with you. And that's the most important thing.
We talked about parents that make such a difference in our lives, and you've hit on, in my opinion, one of the 2 equalizers of life is education. Now, the other part is the internet, and our view about connectivity of the internet of everything. Fast forward 5 years from now. Describe what Chicago looks like 5 years from now, and how the combination of education and this internet technology can really change the city, and what you would like to have written if you were writing today the front page on here's how Chicago leads the nation and leads the world.
Well, we've done, here's what I see. And one of your members from Cisco, you guys are partnering today with the University of Chicago in our innovation. When I was mayor, there were 0 innovation spaces. There are 10 open today, and 11th coming online just in the medical device area. 1871, and the new one with University of Illinois and Booth Business School at University of Chicago, which Cisco is partnering with from an investment standpoint, bringing those 2 schools together, both entrepreneurship, engineering, computer science. I want to see a city of Chicago that not only has those innovation spaces, but when I was looking at your technology, we've brought in the last 3 years, the city of Chicago now is going to be the center for all digital manufacturing research in the United States. 5-year grant from the Department of Defense and Department of Commerce. We've been through Argonne, UFC, in the city of Chicago. We're now have a 5-year grant from the Department of Energy on the next battery research and storage. Northwestern is building a 4,000-person medical device center and research. So I want to be the center of the next big thing, and the next big thing in the city of Big Shoulders. Because I believe if you bring research, the universities together, your company, my city will succeed. It is the universities and the research spaces and the innovation spaces that commercialize ideas. And the biggest challenge I have is to make sure it's, I wouldn't say democratized, but more, it is the change that technology provides. It's not a threat, or as I call it, not a foe, but a friend. I used to joke with President Obama, and now I joke to myself about it. People hate the status quo, and they're not too excited by change either. And they got us right where they want us. But the truth of the matter is, all of us in this room, I don't know you, we are prepared for change. For too many people, change is a fear that they can't handle. Being adept at technology, making sure that technology is a friend for them rather than a foe, that allows them then to adapt to that change and make the most of it, is what I want to see in the next 5 years, which is from universities to kindergarten, from research capacities, and then opportunities that are spread wide. I think we're on the way to doing it. We have a lot of work ahead of us. But what you're doing in this form and this idea of the Internet of Things, what we're trying to do in the city, dovetail in making sure that the change that's coming, and it is coming at a pace and a capacity that nobody was ever prepared for. I mean, I have a master's degree. My wife has 2 master's degrees. We're not prepared for this change. It is a threat. And I got to make sure people are more adept. And one of the other things I left out, in 3 years' time, you can't graduate from high school in the city of Chicago if you didn't take code writing and computer science. We're making it mandatory. And then making it absolutely, I do believe, when I was growing up, you were growing up, bilingual meant English and Spanish. Bilingual, the #1 language in that bilingual will be computer code writing. You may speak Spanish and you may speak English as the other language, you may speak all 3.